With blood and rage of crimson red, ripped from a corpse so freshly dead, together with our hellish hate, we'll burn you all. That is your fate.
This is Red Lantern Russell from
Tomes of Evil,
and you're listening to Sector 2814, a Green Lantern podcast.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to make sure you know all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on all new episodes of Wade's World, Boob Windows and Long Boxes, our Hard R movie reviews, and so much more, all completely uncensored. Access starts for as little as $1 a month, full videos when you pledge $3 a month. Check us out at the link in all of our show notes, or just go straight to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
In brightest day,
in blackest nights,
no evil shall escape my sight,
but those who worship evil's might.
Beware my power.
Green Lantern's light. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Sector 2814, the Guy Gardner podcast. Let's have some fun, you poo. Before it gets dark next week, let's have some fun, you poozers. I am Phil. Joining me as always, Master of the Court is...
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And Master of, well, whatever the opposite of the bowl cut is, it is.
Master of the plate cut.
Oh!
My hair's kind of flat. I can flatten it out. I don't have a flat top, but...
You guys have long flowing hair. Alright, so... Was it yesterday, I believe it dropped? Did everyone see the Hawkeye trailer?
Matt doesn't do trailers, remember?
No, I never. I only do trailers in movies.
Oh, so did you watch this one?
No, I did not see it.
It was only like, what? Like, it was like right under 2 minutes, Will, but I mean...
I did read... I mean, I always read something. You get my secondhand report. Is it take place during Christmas, or is it just not coming out until Christmas?
Well, no, the first episode actually drops the day before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But yeah, it looks like...
But I think it's set during Christmas, right?
Yeah, it looks like it takes place during Christmas. Yeah, because it's snowing, they're using Christmas music, and yeah, because it doesn't even tell his kids, oh, I'll be home for Christmas. So yeah, but yeah.
And it looks like it's really, really influenced by the Matt Fraction, David Aja.
Oh yeah, even
Hawkeye series.
Even the logo is like from that. Yeah.
Logo, yeah.
But yeah, no, it looks good. You know, it looks like lots of action. We got the first real look of like Kaylee Steinfeld as Kate Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
If it's inspired by that series, they have to have Tracksuit Mafia. I mean,
and Pizza Dog.
It looks like she has a dog, so I'm assuming that's Pizza Dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it looks good. But yeah, we got to wait till the day before Thanksgiving. So.
Matt and I need a non-spoiler report of the Green Lantern Annual and Green Lantern Number 6 that came out, I think, last week.
Let me see. I'm trying to remember 6 because the
2 thumbs up.
Yeah. Well, I know the annual was really good. You'll find out how and why Jessica Cruz gets a yellow ring. Lots of her and Sinestro. Hal even shows up. So.
Oh, cool.
So I knew that'd catch someone's attention. 6 was good too. Again, it was more of the same. Lots of powerless lanterns running around. But no, Sojourner was really good in it, and it was a good week.
Have you guys? Jeff Thorne, the writer, has a Patreon, and he's been just as free part. You don't have to be a member of his Patreon to see it, but he's been doing annotations for the issues of Green Lantern. I think he's up to number 4 now.
Oh, really?
So those are really interesting to read.
Oh, nice.
Definitely worth. He's also worth follow on Twitter. He's pretty cool dude.
Speaking of Patreon, kids, yes, if you can, please subscribe to ours because yes, Southgate Media Group is no more, and yes, we're footing the bill for this. So If you love us, send some money. If you love us, buy us some shiny things. Because, yes, I don't have a yellow Guy Gardner ring. Closest I have is a Legion flight ring.
I got my Green Lantern ring. I do have a Legion flight ring back
Oh, yeah.
there somewhere. Yes.
I guess they're coming back with... It's been on hiatus for a while, but Bendis's Legion of Superheroes. And I forget, they're doing some future Lantern. I forget what color it is, but yeah, I don't know if they're doing something Lantern in that too.
There's like an ultraviolet or something, or a gold. Or I was reading something on.
Oh yeah, it might have been gold.
Because there's like Joy, and then there was something there. I was reading on the the Reddit, the Green Lantern Reddit, and they were talking about the different colors and everything.
Yeah,
I think. Wait, there's more.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with Gold Lantern. So yeah, the Gold Lantern saga is coming. Yes. Good news. Good news. More Lantern stuff. But on the other side, it's Bendis.
I'll try to keep an open mind.
I know. It's just sometimes he again, like I said, he drags stuff out sometimes, and it's like I like a lot of his like street level stuff, but once he starts getting into like real like powered individuals, then it starts to like.
Indeed.
Oh, hey, Matt Coda, did you catch up on What If yet?
Nope.
Oh,
nothing has changed. I'm still very behind in things.
Last week was Zombies.
Yeah.
Marvel Zombies.
Yeah. I mean, it was good, but like I said, I keep saying I think the weakest thing about What If is like the episodes need to be longer.
Yeah, they ended it kind of like, oh hey, look at this. Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh yeah. With zombie you know who at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think I read something somewhere that they might be going back to revisit some of these, so I don't know if it's like the end of this season or season 2, so.
Mm-hmm. So how many episodes is What If?
I believe it's 9. Let me double check that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 9. Well,
so 5 more weeks.
And Zombie was 5, so we got like
4 more weeks.
Well, yes,
That'll get it into October.
Tomorrow, that'll be 4 weeks, yeah.
And then
man.
Then Hawkeye comes out in November.
Yeah, Eternals comes out the first week of November, and then, like I said, Hawkeye premieres the day before Thanksgiving, so it's gonna be a lot of Marvel stuff in November.
Lots of Marvel stuff.
And then I'm assuming it's for next year because I don't think they started producing it or anything. But I heard I think they were talking about doing some. I guess it's animated. Maybe it's like a Werewolf by Night Halloween special or something.
Oh, cool! I hadn't heard anything about that.
So of course,
we're still waiting for Green Lantern Corps on HBO Max.
But no, I was just gonna say, the Werewolf by Night, certain friends of ours were like, oh, who else could be showing up in there? Moon Knight?
I don't know. Who?
Oh!
I love Batman.
Yeah, but it won't be Batman. You know what? I recorded with him Sunday night. You can play any other drop. He doesn't care. He can be all the sexual stuff. He doesn't care. But if you play I Love Batman, that's the one that gets him. He's like, oh, come on.
Bubble boo boo.
You can play any of it. He's fine with it. And he's just like, oh, Batman, come on. Because I was talking about some of our DC shows. He's like, I want to start getting more and more into DC. He's like, but yeah, I think Batman's like the one he will not listen to. I'm like,
and I can understand that.
Even though I'm like, last couple of weeks, Lilith and I have been reviewing some Doug Mensch Batman. Doug Mensch, original writer on Moon Knight. Come on.
Uh-huh. There's been some good, 1 or 2 good Batman stories, We
were doing some Scarecrow stuff, so. But yeah, I mean, Moon Knight and Batman have shared writers. Doug Mensch, Chuck Dixon,
Bill Sienkiewicz is on art. He's done Batman. He's done, Gary Frank.
Oh yeah.
Who was the who did the Legends of the Dark Knight recent series?
Oh,
I cannot. I'm completely blanking on the artist's name.
It's late. I can't think.
I know. I can see his style. Oh well, I'll think of it after the podcast.
He'll message us after it's over, kids.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, man. I swear there's something else going on, but I can't. It's not coming to mind here.
Is it David somebody? No. I don't know. Anyway, whatever.
It's not coming to me. All right. So. All right. Anything else, or should we get to these issues? We have 4.
It's Guy Gardner time.
Yeah, 4 this week. Only 3 next week. So I'm sure we can breeze right through that. No one's going to have an opinion on next week's.
I have no opinions at all.
All right, so I think I have some decent sized synopses here. All right, well, the fun starts in Justice League of America 83. Kind of crosses over with Guy Gardner from December 1990. Ooh, December 1993.
Wow.
94 is right around the corner, Will.
That's right, 94.
The Trouble with Guys.
I wonder if that was a intentional kind of poke at the previous writer.
Oh,
because he had a title, "The Trouble with Girls," that came out.
Oh, hey, I forget.
I don't know.
I forget what pun he did on Sunday, but like Ray made some kind of pun, Kona, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "That's a good one." Lil and Matt are going to be telling you to suck it. But yeah, writer Dan Vado, penciler Kevin West, inker Rick Burchett, colorist Gene D'Angelo, letterer Tim Harkins, editor Brian Augustin, and Ruben Diaz. All right. The League and those who've been arguing with the League stand horrified at having witnessed Guy Gardner killing the fugitive Blake as the alien Captain Mabal indignantly tells Wonder Woman he would at least have had a trial off-world had he been handed over and would not have been summarily executed. People are probably like, yeah, this guy. Disgusting.
I'm guessing that happened like on the last page of 82 or something.
I think, yeah. We're jumping in the middle here, kids.
Yeah.
Disgusted with what he has witnessed, he leaves the planets and vows to ensure that the Sol system is off limits until Earth's human rights improve. Keep waiting. In the wake of this, Wonder Woman declares that their top priority must be to track Guy down and bring him to justice. With the help of Captain Atom and the original Flash, Jay Garrick, they spread out in search of him, also learning that their friend Ice is in trouble and needs their help. When they encounter Guy, he is more brutal than even he is generally expected to be, and he makes no allowances for fighting his friends. Eventually, Captain Atom subdues him just as another Guy appears on the scene. I didn't even mean it. I was about to say, the guy that was coming to Earth last week.
Sure.
Right. And hey, and don't blink or you'll miss a one-panel appearance of Hal Jordan, Green Lantern.
A little bit banged up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sling, arm in the sling.
Yep, I was looking at the notes. Hal Jordan has a broken arm in this issue, placing his appearance between the end of Reign of the Supermen story and the beginning of, well, we'll get to that next week. All right, so what did you think? What you think, Matt?
I like this Justice League book. You got to see a little bit more of the team dynamics, and I wasn't reading the book at the time, but this is still post Superman, right? He hasn't come back,
Right.
It's cool to see
he's
Wonder
back,
Woman
I think, by this point, right?
Yeah, well, he's alive, but he hasn't come back to the League yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he was leading the League till he died, and then Wonder Woman kind of took over.
Yeah.
Or just wait till we get to JLA next year. At least the first 4 issues. All So William,
Kevin West, he was the penciler on the last several issues of the first volume of Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, wasn't he?
It might have been.
I mean, there's an obvious Quasar there, you know.
Yes.
We know about those last few issues of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hold on. Kevin J. West. Well, yeah, it says he worked for DC and Marvel Comics, so.
Cool.
Trying to see.
Matt said he wasn't buying it at the time. I wasn't either. Were you buying it at the time, Justice League?
Nah, I have. I mean, I've bought. I have a bunch in the back issues, but yeah, I wasn't like reading it at the time. I think that was the problem. A lot of people weren't reading it at the time.
Yeah.
That's why eventually they bring in the Big Seven and reboot the book.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was like their big thing in like the late 80s, early 90s. It was like, yeah, it's a league, but it was like you might have had like a Batman or a Superman, but everyone else was like, didn't have their own solo books.
Yeah. It was not the Justice League of, the Big Seven, right?
Oh, yeah, no. Coming straight off of Justice League Detroit.
Yep.
But yeah, I thought it'd give me a list of Kevin West's stuff, but it does not. Okay. All right, so are we just like, let's get the Guy Gardner?
Sounds good to me.
All right, so let's jump to Guy. Okay, because it even says continued in Guy Gardner number 15, December, again, 93. Collateral Damage. Written by Chuck Dixon, penciler Chris Hunter, inker Terry Beatty, colorist Anthony Tollin, letterer Albert de Guzman, and editor Kevin Dooley and Eddie Berganza. All right. Guy is not at all pleased to learn that his clone, created by the Drawl, has joined the Justice League pretending to be him. He and the League pursue the clone across New York City until Guy is able to get a fix on his location and transport him to the Drawl ship, where his Green Lantern friends strip the clone of his ring before heading off in search of their own stolen power rings. With his ring back and his life back on track, Guy feels ready to face anything. All right.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. What more did you want, Will? All right. Thoughts on that one?
I mean, it clears things up. I mean, I think we already knew about the double and everything. And there's some good, like, full page. I like the artwork. I like the full page splashes and everything.
So did we do this way? Did we not wrap up the whole clone thing in 14 just so we could have a crossover with Guy Gardner and Justice League?
I was thinking about that. It seems like they were really trying to set Guy up as kind of a powerhouse. One of the hence the crossover with the Justice League, and then bad things happen.
Yeah. Bad things.
Bad things happen. But, the ring spoilers, in 17, the ring conks out, and I don't know what happens to the ring after that. Do you know what happens to the ring after that, Phil?
Oh, I read ahead a little bit. Yes, I know what happens to the ring.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they don't forget about it. That's the thing
yeah, let's just say, we'll get there in 2 or 3 weeks? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we get a definitive on that ring. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I was just like, okay, so did we set this up for, I don't know if we were trying to boost Guy's numbers or Justice League's numbers or both, but it's just like, it seemed like we could have closed out this whole clone thing quicker.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And again, the big slugfest. Well, it's Guy Gardner, so yeah, it's a big slugfest.
Yeah. The art was good. This version of Guy is much more palatable than the oafish cartoony one that we had previously. From the number 13 issues or number 10, whatever the year one stuff started.
yeah, 11 that started. Yeah. So basically, when Jones left, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah,
and then Guy actually becomes a really kind of cool and interesting character, post Rebirth, with the core, because that's pretty much becomes his book. I mean, he shares the spotlight a little, but it's pretty much a Guy Gardner book,
Well, it's like, and I think after what happens next week, I think Guy has to mature a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's already been doing some of that, because of the drawl and their mind ray slug thing. Right.
But just interacting with Cal Rayner and, new powers and, basically everything after 0 hour, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But
we will get there.
So is this the first comic book? Well, probably not, but I was going to say the first comic book battle in history where a man fights his clone and they're both wearing cowboy boots?
He wasn't able
I would not be surprised.
With their initials on it.
He wasn't able to keep that secret from the drawl when they were scanning his brain.
What they got is boot size.
Yeah.
Size G, because that G was all over them things.
That G was everywhere.
All right. So any other thoughts on 15, or should we get to 16?
We can keep on moving.
All right. So it's weird because they're on the DC app. I think it's it starts at 11 and it goes 11 to 14. Then for some reason they skip 15 and 16 and then go right to 17 through the rest of the series.
That is weird.
So I get why they didn't put the first 10 on there, but why would you skip 15 and 16? I mean, maybe because I don't think that Justice League issue's not on there either. So, but why wouldn't you put
that makes sense?
Why wouldn't you put 16 on there though?
Yes, I mean it's the kind of the final issue of the series before they renamed it Guy Gardner Warrior.
And again, but it's they didn't start at 17; they put 11, unless they just put 11 through 14 on there, so you get the year one, his origin. God, come on, Marvel, DC, come on, hire me. I'll sit here and scan comics into your system all day. I don't care.
Yeah.
All right, so Guy Gardner number 16 from January 1994. Writer Chuck Dixon, penciler Mark Tenney, inker John Stangeland, and colorist Anthony Tullen, letterer Albert de Guzman, and of course editors Kevin Dooley, Eddie Berganza. Total Warfare. Guy Gardner returns from aiding the Justice League and rescuing Ice I believe in the Justice League issues, only to discover that his hero, General Glory, still believes he's a murderer. Not having caught up with the news that it was actually Guy's clone, Joe, who did the deed. Joe.
That's what they're calling the clone?
I guess.
Joe?
That's what it says, yeah. Guy's clone, Joe. Oh, it's Guy Gardner, so what's the clone's last name? Its first name's Joe, what's the last name? Yo Mama? The two of them fight over it until Guy comes up with a way of proving his story. He reluctantly tells it while wrapped in the lasso of truth, showing that he is not making it up. Elsewhere, Militia accepts a contract from the Quorum to eliminate Guy. Militia.
Yeah.
Oh, just wait till we get there and I think it's 2 weeks or something. What is that? Issue 18 or 19? Because they're fighting. He's like, what kind of name is Melissa? He's like, no, Melissa, no, Militia. All right. So
yeah, it's an interesting name, especially since he is an individual and Militia is a group. But
yeah.
I think not a lot of thought was put into the character in general. It's at least Solo is Solo.
That's true.
In the Marvel, area. It's basically the same character, a little less robotic looking. It's kind of like Solo and what's his name? Death. You know who I'm talking about. He was involved in a Quasar book from Marvel Comic Presents. Drawing a complete blank.
Oh, Quagmire?
Quagmire.
No. I was thinking of Deathlock for some reason.
Deathlock.
Deathlock.
Oh yeah, from Project Pegasus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, yeah, Militia's name doesn't make sense, but he passes the 90s test. He has a cool sounding name. He has armor and pouches and a big gun, so.
Yeah.
And you can't see his feet.
Oh!
The 90s were a feetless time.
Yes.
And big shoulder.
Everybody just hovered.
I mean, kids, if you want 1994 in one picture, there you go. Big gun, again, armor, pouches, no feet.
I enjoyed his fight with the general more than I did with him fighting. Well, Militia is really, the big fight is in the next issue, really.
Yeah.
And I love how Guy's all mad that he's like, I saved the city, the freaking world from an alien invasion, and I still don't get the front page.
Yeah. Get that chip on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's been rooming with General Glory, who hasn't gotten the message. So,
why won't you get cable?
I wish the general. Yeah, exactly. I wish the general get cable. But yeah, another big slugfest. So is General Glory supposed to be like Captain America?
I think so. Kind of a 40s era Nazi smasher.
Yeah, okay. He kind of reminds, the naive guy, Boy, taking his life into his hands, calling Wonder Woman Wonder Doll.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's basically just, Guy and General Glory duking it out, and then get the militia bookends. And then, of course, at the end, it's like, here's your next job. Guy Gardner.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know.
Yeah, this issue was kind of just a bridge to get us to, from the clone JLA stuff to the next fight, basically.
Well, I was going to say, now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, the crossover with the Justice League and then this issue with just fighting General Glory, are we kind of like spinning our wheels a little bit because maybe they're just like, yeah, hold on, Emerald Twilight's coming. Don't make any big claims until you find out what Emerald Twilight is.
Yeah, it does kind of feel that way. I think he even mentions Emerald Twilight in the letter column of 15 or 16. Or 16 or 17. I'm not sure which.
Sounds familiar. I can't. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they do. At the end of 16, this is the last issue of Guy Gardner. Starting next issue 17, it's Guy Gardner Warrior.
Yeah. And they still keep Guy talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, that's true, kid. So yes, 16 was the last issue of Guy Gardner. 17 starts Guy Gardner Warrior, which I believe he keeps the rest of the time.
Yeah, up to like 44 or something.
Yeah,
I was surprised. I didn't realize this series been on that long.
Yeah, neither did I until I was doing research for this. I was like, damn, he got like an annual or two. Yeah. All right. So should we jump to 17?
You bet.
Man,
Sure.
We're
Turn
flying.
the page.
We're
It's
flying
a new era.
We're flying through these. Oh yes, that's true. Guy Gardner Warrior number 17, first scorching issue. Him standing in. I mean, is that any more? Could that be any more action movie? Yeah, he's standing in front of like flames.
That costume though. Oh.
All right. So is that one is this one better or worse than issue 1's?
Matt, what do you think? It's close.
Yeah. I don't know. Worse is a strong word, but not as good. Yeah, maybe.
He's still wearing boots, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could say maybe the only improvement is just he gets rid of that bowl cut.
Yeah.
Instead of a G, now he has a W on his chest.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it's the 90s, but Warrior isn't that? Seems kind of like generic.
Kind of.
Might as well just say, call
But,
me.
you know, some cool things do come out of this. You know, he opens the bar called Warriors, right, which shows up a lot in the, you know, in the post Emerald Twilight Green Lantern series.
Oh, yeah.
You know, eventually, which is cool.
Oh yeah, and then after Rebirth, doesn't it? He like open it on Oa.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he opens a bar on. Oh, I forgot about that in the core book. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, it's issue 17, Guy Gardner Warrior, February 1994. Warrior Road. So is that supposed to be instead of Road Warrior, Warrior Road?
Yeah.
And I guess he's on the road to becoming Guy Gardner Warrior. I don't know. Writer Chuck Dixon, penciler Mitch Bird, inkers Dennis Kramer and Dan Davis, colorist Stuart Chaffetz, letterer Albert de Guzman, editor Kevin Dooley, and Eddie Berganza. Guy decides it's time to do something he hasn't done for many years and visit his mother, Peggy. The reunion is incredibly awkward, and Guy soon has to take some air, whereupon he is attacked by the mercenary militia. In the middle of the fight, his ring fails on him, but luckily, militia's equipment also breaks down, leaving things unresolved. Later, with some help from his friends in the Justice League, Guy takes on a new armored look and a new name, Warrior. Okay.
That about sums it up.
Yeah. Here's the quote. I never used any name but my own before, but I figured time for a change. From now on, it's Warrior.
Yeah.
Is that like the guy from X Factor just saying, call me strong guy?
Maybe. You mean strong guy?
Yes.
I call him Guido.
Guido.
The art was good on this. Mitch Bird's a good artist.
Oh yeah, I like the art.
And Chuck Dixon's is a good writer. I don't know. It's just, this felt to me like that. It was, you're right, kind of like it was spinning its wheels, like it was in between, you know, just kind of waiting on stuff.
Because what is it, like 2 weeks or so? Yeah, we get Emerald Twilight Fallout, and then he has to go looking for new powers.
Yeah, which he finds out he's, you know, half alien. Spoilers, right? Which kind of gets undone in Rebirth. I feel like.
Oh yeah, because everyone's getting set back to status quo, getting rings.
Yep.
But yeah, Militia, you know, I believe it's, in 2 weeks we find out who Militia is, who he is the guy, why his power punked out in this issue. But yeah, Guy and his mom, man, that's like...
Well, yeah, and, you know, finding out that his father is, you know, dead, you know, just after his brother died.
Mm-hmm. And
after he left, so...
Yeah, he's been gone so long, he didn't know his dad was dead.
Mm-hmm.
And again, why? I mean, I know it's a comic book, but why does he need a suit? Like most of the time he battles militia in this issue. He's just in street clothes. Why didn't he just, you know, you got a ring. You're not part of any corps. You know, just duke it out in your street clothes.
Yeah. Or put on, you know, armor. I don't know.
It's not like he wears a mask. Everyone knows who he is. So it's like, why? Well, just wear your regular clothes. Because, they might get trashed, but if you have, like, a uniform, I mean, it's not going to get trashed.
Yeah.
But not the deepest thinker.
Too true.
Any thoughts, Matthew?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the haircut at the end. I feel like I know they're trying to rebrand in a new direction and all, but come on. First, he got rid of the Ugg boots, and now old cut. Come on.
Yeah, it looks like he went from like cowboy boots to like steel toes, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the haircut was just them saying, "Oh yeah, you know, new look,
brand new Guy Gardner, new look."
Now we're getting serious. No bowl cut. I mean, it was kind of an outdated look, but yeah, no, this outfit doesn't last long.
Not long at all. Does it?
No. Oh no, it changes next issue.
Okay. I was like, it's coming. Changes pretty quick. Yeah, okay, next issue. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'll give you a sneak peek, guys. If DC Universe opens. Yeah, because, like, the issue... Yeah, the cover to 18 is, like, looks just like 17, but the new... Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think he just, like, plays with looks and stuff until... Well, that's the first part of Emerald Twilight, the fallout. So it's like, hey, why isn't this ring working? It's never been dead this long. Wonder why.
And he never figured... Did he ever actually figure out that it gets charged off Green Lantern rings?
I think he did. I think he knows at this point, but he's like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, why wouldn't he just go find,
It's going to be hard in a little bit.
Green Lantern?
That's why he had to get rid of that ring, man. That thing never would have worked, even if he kept it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Matt Conan, these I think we always say this is like the first time you're reading all these Guy Gardners, right?
It is.
Are you enjoying them at all, or is it just like okay?
No, I'm still enjoying it. I liked the awkward nature of him going back to his roots, trying to confront his dad. His dad is dead, and just eating food with his mom and just watching TV and not talking to her, and it gives the sense that he's a real person. I like the chip on his shoulder thing. Still having an attitude with everybody, even the guys selling newspapers at the stand, and with the JLA, just coming back and even trying to clear up the confusion and fighting with the general and everything. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was all right. I don't know. I don't like the rebranding to Warrior. It makes it seem so serious and kind of weird. I feel like it doesn't fit, but I mean, the book is still called The Guy Gardner Warrior. His name is Guy Gardner, I guess. So,
yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird here, but yeah, once he like loses a ring and gets other powers, I mean, it makes a little more sense. So I guess they were just jumping the gun a little bit and rebranding him because there's not going to be many rings left soon. Yeah. One ring to rule them all. So I guess they want. It's sad because it's like, the regular Green Lantern book's going to keep going, but with somebody else, Mosaic's done. So I guess they're like, Guy's book's pretty much the only GL book that survived with the same character.
Yeah, Core Quarterly finished up. Number 8, I think, was the last one of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting that the rings. If you look at the current series, the way that the writer dealt with the power going out everywhere simultaneously all at once, versus the way it happened here, because they destroyed the central power battery, but all the other batteries were still around, and people's rings didn't immediately conk out, right? Because it still had a charge.
I would assume, yeah.
Theoretically.
They did at that point. They didn't even really care. They were just like, "Let's wipe it," just
yeah, wipe it clean.
As far as they knew, they were never coming back to this. Yes.
Yep.
And they really didn't.
It only took 10 years. 10 years.
Although there's a body count next week.
Yes. Although
they are eventually all, well, yeah.
That is one thing that the current writer says, that in his run, dead is dead. If you see them and they're listed as dead, that's there for a purpose.
Yeah, till the next writer comes in.
Well, yeah, but that's not obviously anything that he can do anything about. But
well, again,
that's something because the body count is pretty high in the latest series. I'm sure we'll get there eventually. But
at least
have you caught up on it yet, Matt?
No, I haven't. I bought the most recent issues, but I haven't sat down with them yet.
They're good. I'm really enjoying the series.
They are good. Like we were saying, Will. I think we like the issues. I just wish there was more rings back, working rings.
Yeah, I think we said that it feels like it's maybe sagging a little bit here, kind of in the middle. Mm-hmm. But we're reading it month to month. See, it seems like it's taking longer when it maybe isn't. When we're used to binging. Gosh darn it.
Exactly. Trying to think. Oh, you know what else? You know what I finally got last week? My guy had to reorder it for me. The first issue of Superman 78.
Oh wow! Okay,
it was good. I mean, especially if you like those Christopher Reeve Superman movies, I'd say check that out. I think it's only 6 issues or something. Yeah, because I think that and Batman '89 are both like only 6 issues.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, it really seems like a Christopher Reeve Superman movie, but just add in some Brainiac.
Yeah, because they've done Wonder Woman 77.
They did that. I think they did that a while ago, but yeah, right now they got Superman 78
and then they did
Batman 89.
Batman, and they did the Batman series, now the Superman series. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right, so anything else on these? I was going to say, I mean, we could cut early because I have a feeling we're going to have a lot to say next week.
Someone might. I don't know who.
As we take away Matt Kona's the last of Matt Kona's innocence. Did you read Emerald Twilight yet, Matt?
No, not
yet. It scarred me as a young one.
Oh man, just like the one page or two that's always stuck in my head is just the end of 48. Oh, I'm coming back, but you're not going to like me when I get there. All right. So should we end this here?
Yeah.
You bet.
Matt's like, no, I have to go to bed. No. All right.
Actually, one last thing. As part of this Guy Gardner series, there was what was a robot Green Lantern's name? RRYU something 92 or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
It's actually appearing in the current Green Lantern series.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of what the writer's doing, he's making a lot of callbacks to the Mosaic series, and then that era of Green Lantern, which I think is kind of cool.
Oh yeah, I like when the writers do callbacks to older stuff. Shows they know something about the history.
Yep, exactly.
All right, so if you haven't been paying attention for the last last year, this entire episode, you know what's coming next week, kids. That's right, Green Lantern Emerald Twilight. I'm pulling up schedules, so I was pretty sure I know what's coming after, but yeah, it's definitely next week. Green Lantern Emerald Twilight from Green Lantern 48 through 50, and you can send your feedback because it's finally on DC Universe. So
that's right.
And then in 2 weeks we'll get the Fallout from Guy Gardner 18 through 21, and then of course in 3 weeks we'll get more Guy Gardner 22 and Guy Gardner Warrior 22 and 23, and Green Lantern 51.
What happens in 51?
First day on the job, kid. And then the week after that, Green Lantern 52 and 53, Superman comes back. So does Mongol. And Dark Stars 21 through 23. Boy, I wonder who could be in that. I wonder what former GL could be in that.
I don't know. Maybe someone who kind of got, promoted to be a Guardian and then got quickly demoted. I don't know.
Somebody who lost his security guard job.
Yeah.
All right, kids. So send your thoughts on all of that. Email us. Send condolences to Will Allred at capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Sector 2814 on Facebook, on Twitter. You can find links to all the various social medias for all of our shows, including go join our Facebook fan group, the Book of Oa. Find links to this YouTube channel. You can watch Will's tears next week. So please go subscribe there. And again, like I said, very important. Going forward, please subscribe to the Patreon. Like you said, Southgate Media Group is no more. The team is paying for this out of our pockets. So yes, anything you can contribute on Patreon would help. Or if you want to contribute a one-time fee, pick up some merch. I just redid the thing on TeePublic, so you can get t-shirts, cups, mugs, phone cases. I think I saw they even have masks there now, so.
Cool.
That's right, kids. Wear us on your face. So find links to everything all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capes and lunatics. And like I've been announcing everywhere else, starting in October, Capes and Lunatics will be like basically all our Marvel stuff, and right here on Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks will be all of our DC stuff. So not a lot was moving. Sector 2814 not moving. It's going to stay right here, same day, same everything. So you fans are lucky. All right, Matt Kona, where can people find you and learn all about comics from you?
At the same place as always, at Matt Kona, MATTKONI. And that's it. Nothing else going on.
Where can people talk 90s comics with you?
The yin to Darkhawk's yang.
See you later, bunkies.
All right.
Hey, and in honor of us talking about Guy Gardner, there's one other drop, that you need.
Wait, the Guy Gardner?
Yeah.
Yes.
When he gives me his bone.
That's the one.
Somebody's getting the bone next week. I don't know. Speaking of Will Allred, where can people talk to you?
You can find me at Wallred. That's at WALLRED on Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and other places too. You can also find myself published book, Crossover Division. Crossover Division number 2 is about to be sent to the printer very soon. I think we have a pre-order store available. If you find us on Kickstarter, you can pre-order a copy. Also, if you like vampires, Diary of Night, diaryofnight.com. And if you like Quasar, there's all kinds of cool stuff about Quasar at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party. I hope it's going somewhere nice.
Yes, Diary of Night about vampires, so it sucks, but in a good way.
That's right.
All right, kids. See, we didn't end too early. All right. You might want to come back next week. Something big might be happening. I don't know. Might be a big fight in issue 50. Gets retconned into
all in revenge for that action figure's head getting knocked off.
I know. Somebody gets his old job back for an issue. Well, a clone of somebody gets retconned. Can't we lose it?
I forget how they explained that away.
I think it was a clone or something. All right, we'll get into it next week, and we'll lose an old friend. And remember, get a haircut. Guy Gardner, not you, Matt Kona.
The swamp, more than merely a place. It is a churning, seething, bubbling bed of life, of which you are a part. Once you were a man, a chemist named Ted Salas, until one little experiment went somewhat awry. And you changed. The serum that was to have made you a super soldier, combined with the strange forces in the swamp, to make you over into this, a shambling, mindless mockery of your former humanity. The macabre Man-Thing. Man-Thing was created in the early 1970s to capitalize on the growing monster craze, but under writer Steve Gerber it became something quite different. Experimental, surreal, and very, very weird. It was something I loved as a kid, but does it still hold up today, 4 decades after its initial publication? So join me, Paul Matthew Carr, as I attempt to make sense of this cult classic and analyze each issue, putting it in the context of the time it was written and comparing it to the standards of today. And maybe you too can come to love the world's second most famous swamp-based comic book character as much as I do. The Nexus of All Realities, a Man-Thing podcast, a twice-monthly dive into the bizarre.